It's time for baseball on MLB Network. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Detroit Tigers and the Tampa Bay Rays. It's going to be a premier pitching matchup. Two of the league's hardest throwers go head-to-head next. Chris Archer will be the starter for the Rays in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Chris Archer, one of the premier pitchers in baseball. When he's good, he's nearly unhittable. Great fastball with movement. Slider probably his best pitch, and the changeup has been much better recently. If Chris Archer brings his A game, it's going to be a long night for the hitters.
Stepping into the box, Mikey Matuk, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. Fastball swung on and missed, and the leadoff man is gone on strikes to start the afternoon. With that, let's get you a look at the starting nine for the Tigers. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, Matt, keep an eye on that number 2 spot. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. I love watching this guy hit in clutch situations. It's like he takes a deep breath and everything stops in front of him. He plays like the Zen man.
Stepping up now, Jeimer Candelario. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. As usual, no surprise, 72 degrees, the game time temperature here inside Tropicana Field. Line toward the alley in left center, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Hey guys, he was obviously trying to bury that slider down and in. Nice execution by the batter right there, keeping his hands inside and fighting it off for a nice base hit.
First baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. Count still at 1-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. High in the air into shallow left center. Echeverria has a play. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting fourth, the designated hitter, Victor Martinez.
Now batting, Victor Martinez. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Two balls and a strike to the Tigers' first baseman. Time to take a look at the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Mike Fillmore.
Hey, you know, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, he'll give a little bit off the edges, but he gets the respect not only from the pitchers, but from the players because his zone is consistent.
Yeah, as long as he's consistent, Dan, I'm okay with Mike Fillmore's zone. If a pitcher's pounding that zone, he wants to give a little bit off the outer edge, I'm okay with that.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
High in the air out to center field. On the move is Kiermaier. And that ends the inning. 1 left for Detroit. And now the Rays will get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Michael Fulmer, a right-hander from the Sooner State, gets the starting assignment here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, thanks, man. On the bump, Michael Fulmer. Boy, what really turned his career around, learning the straight changeup. Always had a big arm when he came up in the Mets farm system, but since he arrived in the big leagues, more than that big arm, the fastball 95 to 97 miles an hour. Straight changeup, one of the best in baseball. Also has a curveball to go along with it. If he brings the changeup and the good one with him, he will be really tough to hit.
Hit out towards second. And Span is aboard. It's a base hit. So we'll see if they have something in the works here with the leadoff hitter aboard and a guy that can really handle the bat in the number 2 spot.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Into the box now, Matt Duffy. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And Span is going to be caught stealing here. He's out at second base.
Well, so much for that first hit of the game. Tried to press their luck and move him up to second with a steal, but it didn't work out.
The 3-1 pitch. Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on. Holds off on the slider, and that's a good idea as it's ball 4.
Well, he gives up the walk, but that was a really good pitch. Might have been just out of the zone, but not by much. A lot of guys would have gone fishing for that pitch, so sometimes the hitter just outlasts you.
Standing in now, Kevin Kiermaier. 3-1. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Gonna be a tough play to Iglesias for 1. On to Cabrera, but it's too late, and they'll just get the 1. So that one wasn't quite hit sharply enough to turn 2.
Yeah, choppers like that make it really tough. You can't make the ball get to you much faster, so the key is making sure you field it cleanly and at least get 1, which they did there.
At the plate, Carlos Gomez. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. 3-2 pitch. And there's a line drive base hit to left field. Throw comes in quickly from left, so even on the hit and run, they'll hold things to first and second here.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting this baseball back.
Stepping in now, Brad Miller. Hit the target, but this is low, 2-1.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Here it is. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Matuk has it in his tracks, and the inning is over. Rays strand a pair. Still no score. Nick Castellanos now, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. Well, fans of good pitching are in for a treat today. What can we expect from today's matchup, guys?
I know everyone loves the long ball, Matty, but this is why I pay the price of a ticket right here. 2 of the game's best, 2 of the hardest throwers competing at the top of their game. Dan, you have to love this stuff.
You know, D-Row, we thought coming into this one it was going to be a low-scoring affair. Both of these pitchers look like they're locked in early, and runs are going to be really difficult to come by. They both look like they're on point so far.
Into the box now, James McCann head-to-head against Chris Archer. He's 0 for 4. Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw gets him 2 down.
Batting 7, center fielder number 12, Leonis Martin.
Stepping in, Leonis Martin. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. A full count, 3-2 to the Tigers center fielder.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch, that slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for it down and in, and still then, it's a really difficult pitch to hit.
And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Batting 8, second baseman, Dixon Machado.
Striding in, Dixon Machado, man at first after the 2-out walk. He's running. A pitch out. The throw. And they'll nail him at second on a brilliant call to pitch out, and the inning is over. Another look at the throw down that results in a 3rd out on the bases. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. The 1-2. And he fouls this one off. McCann is over to take a look. Now another 1-2. And a fastball just a bit up.
Didn't catch the corner there, but you can see he was trying to jam him with that running action on that 2-seam fastball.
The 2-2 is taken, ball 3.
He walked the guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed, strike 3.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Detroit Tigers. And let's focus our attention on one of the most dynamic defenders in our sport, and that's shortstop Jose Iglesias. I want to tell one of our camera guys, do not take your lens off this guy, because he is going to make a highlight reel play every game, and I guarantee something goes down today.
Now at the plate, C.J. Cron, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Bottom of the second here with no score. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
That's a pretty impressive pitch from a young arm like that. If you could spot your pitches there in advantage counts like 1 and 2, you're going to have a lot of strikeouts and soft contact.
Into the box, Adeiny Echeverria. Popped him up. And Cabrera will make the catch to retire the side. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We've played 2 full, and we are tied 0-0. Welcome back to this MLB Network broadcast from St. Pete, Florida. Nice look there at nearby Clearwater. In now, Dixon Machado, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. Hit out towards second. Miller is there. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Batting ninth, shortstop, Jose Iglesias.
Now at the plate, Jose Iglesias. Bases are empty, one man out. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are two gone.
Now batting, left fielder.
Digging in for his second at bat, Mikey Mata. And it's 2-1 to the Tigers' leadoff hitter.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Too high that time, and it's 3-1. Jeimer Candelario would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Third inning, no score to this point. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And this is called a foul ball. Maybe by a matter of inches that time. And now we're going to get a stoppage here as the four umpires will gather together near third base to discuss whether or not that was really a foul ball. And remember now, if there's any uncertainty, the umpires can go inside to get a look at the video feed from headquarters in New York. And I believe that's exactly what they're going to do. We'll give you a look at this from our own cameras and let you make the call for yourself. Okay, the umpires have emerged from the dugout with the ruling, and it is going to remain a foul ball. So they had it right the first time, but if there's any doubt, go inside and get this thing right. Started to go around, but it's a called third strike anyway, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. Home half of the third coming up, no score. Malik Smith the next to hit. Coming into this one against Michael Fulmer, he's a .333 hitter. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 pitch is a bunt attempt, but he missed it.
I had to count 2 and 2.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
In now, Denard Span. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Martin is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Third baseman, number 5, Matt Duffy.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Matt Duffy. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score.
Stay on the attack if you're the pitcher right here. You know who's lurking, 3, 4, 5, and you'd love to see that number 3 hole hitter lead that next inning off.
Once again, a 3-2. Hard hit ball to second. And that is through into right field for a single. So he wins the full count battle and finds a way to extend the inning.
Yeah, maybe a shot here now with 2 away. They finally get another base runner on. He's stranded 6 in a row prior to this point, so he's had his way with these guys for the past couple of innings.
Now at the plate, Kevin Kiermaier. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-1 home. Misses, ball 2. Boy, he just threw that fastball by him.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Rays strand just the 1. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. The next batter, Jeimer Candelario, a base hit in his first trip. Now the 3-0 offering. He's taken strike 1. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Big swing, and this one's launched to right field and deep. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Settling in now, Miguel Cabrera. He's 0 for 1 thus far. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. And there he goes towards second. And he'll fall behind now to 1 and 2. Misses, ball 2. There's one well above the zone for a ball.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2 and 2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
Now the 3 and 2 pitch. It's a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
Standing in now, Victor Martinez. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
The 2-1 home is looked at for ball 3.
Time for him to attack on the mound. He knows this team's struggling offensively. Don't mess around and try and nibble. Just be on the attack and let them beat you. Here's the 3-1. There's a changeup over the outside corner.
I think it's a real possibility that they put that run on first in motion. That would help them stay out of that double play that would end the inning, but that's also kind of risky at the same time.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Line drive to center field. But he'll close fast out there as he puts it away chest high, and the runner will be forced to head back to first. So the runner stays at first here with 2 away, and that brings us to our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. And boy, you can see it there. A couple of power arms out there as both of these guys are working in the high 90s. Stepping into the box, Nicholas Castellanos. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. The 3-2 pitch. Into center field, line drive, base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Nice approach by the batter right there. When you know your boy is moving, you start seeing stuff happening out of your peripheral vision. Wait for him to lock in, stay within his at-bat, not swing at something outside the zone, and now put it first and third.
Into the box now, James McCann. Fastball is looked at for strike 2. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Hit on the ground out to short, fielded by Hechavarria. Throw on to first, and the Tigers wind up with nothing as the inning is over. Tigers strand a pair onto the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Here's Carlos Gomez. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. The 1-1. This is in the air out to right. Castellanos is right there, and he's got it for the first out.
The batter, number 13, second baseman, Brad Miller.
Now at the plate, Brad Miller. He flew out in his last at-bat. The 1-1. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. The 1-2. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
This is a perfect example of why the slider is such a great pitch and such a dangerous pitch too. Sometimes it moves so much that you just lose control of it. This one runs way too far in, and the hitter is standing on first as a result.
Into the box, Wilson Ramos. A 1-2 count to the Rays catcher. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
In now, C.J. Cron. 2 balls and a strike to C.J. Cron. toward the gap in left center. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. And that's going to move that go-ahead run to second now with 2 gone.
The batter, number 11, shortstop, Echeverria.
Here's Echeverria now. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Fouled away. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. And this one's in the dirt. Throw over to third here. And he nails him at third. Great throw. 1 left for Tampa. Through 4. Still tied. 0-0. Now to the plate, Leonis Martin. He drew a walk his first time up. Tried to get him out front, but it's a ball 1-2. So earlier in the broadcast, we mentioned that we might be seeing a pitcher's duel today, and these 2 guys have certainly delivered on that promise.
Yeah, Matty, executing a game plan to a T. Both guys with big power arms, establishing the fastball, and then using their off speed to get these guys and keep them honest.
You know what, Dero, in the day and age where we're seeing a lot of high-scoring games, it's kind of refreshing to see 2 pitchers on point like they are in this one. Run's going to be at a premium. Both these guys look super locked in.
Dixon Machado digs in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. 1 out, nobody on. Swing, and he takes this the other way to right. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
I'll tell you, that's one of the first good swings we've seen anybody put on this guy so far. He's been throwing the ball really well, but that was one of the few mistakes we've seen him make.
Stepping in now, Jose Iglesias. Bounce it to the left side. From his knees, the throw. Throw gets him at first, and I'll tell you what, they don't come much better than what you saw right there.
Oh, that's just an excellent play that time. Super high degree of difficulty on that one. And as an added bonus, not only does he get the out at first, but he also keeps that runner stationed on second base.
Standing in now, Mikey Mata. Bounce to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Tigers leave 1. Halfway home, still no score. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Adeiny Echeverria, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Into the box, Malik Smith. Line to the right side, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Now batting, designated hitter, Denard.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Denard Span has got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. Now the 2-1 pitch. Lifted the other way out to left center. And that'll get down for a base hit. Throw comes in quickly, so the winning run advances to second now with only one away.
Number 5, Matt Duffy.
So coming to the plate, Matt Duffy, as he'll look to get the ball into the outfield and bring home what would be the winning run from second base. Working for the punch out and the offering. And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. A ball and 2 strikes to the Rays shortstop.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And it's fouled away. They'll try again, 1-2. Fastball down near the shoe tops.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
A little bouncer. Smith over at second. Span is over at first with 1 away. This is line to left. That's in there. Base hit. The throw home. Rays win. Rays win. Rays win. And they do it in walk-off style.
Well, the way things unfolded, you kind of had a sense that this thing was going to end in dramatic fashion, and that's exactly what happened. A walk-off for the win? Wow.
Well, we've talked about his dominance all throughout the game, and he ended up finishing what he started. A complete game shutout. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, there's absolutely no debate as far as I'm concerned. He dominated this game, and he really never allowed the opposition to gain any kind of momentum. This was fun to watch.
A single run good enough to do it today. 1-0 the final score. The Tampa Bay Rays used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Chris Archer is the winning pitcher of record, so that'll just about do it. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. So long, everybody.